Hi, everybody, and welcome back to my weekly vlog. So, believe it or not, I have 1 week left of being 33, which is kind of weird to say. uh, Especially for me, because um, I never imagined that I would be at that point where I could say, "Hey, I have 7 days left of being this this many years old." But I do. I have 7 days left. Actually, a little less than 7 days. If we really want to get down to brass tacks about it, I have less than 7 days. Because I actually was born at 9:25 at night, and I'm recording this at almost 11 o'clock. So I have a little less than 7 days to go, a little less than a week. So yeah, it's just a lot. But for starters, I just want to thank everybody for checking out my channel and everything else. I know last week you got 2 vlog entries. This week you're only getting one because I do have a couple really cool videos to put up. Um, I have a gameplay video to put up, obviously. I have like 2 YouTuber, not YouTubers. Why do I keep saying that? Two people, 2 celebrity reviews. So like people I'm shining a spotlight on. I don't know what to call that series yet. I don't think I'm gonna call it anything. Just gonna make it a regular video. But yeah, I got all that to do yet this weekend, and my other podcast, my other channel. So there is that. But I was trying to figure out a decent topic to talk about because I did fear last week and I did transparency for the bonus episode. So what can I talk about this week? I was trying to figure out. And honestly, this week has just been a total and gigantic clusterfuck for me. So we started closing the deli that I work at a little earlier, and it has definitely altered my sense of perception of time. So I work 2 to 9 now instead of 2 to 10. Now I have to be in sometimes at 12 and work 12 to 8, provided that the other person actually comes in which case I can leave at 8, or at least 7:53, because I clock in 7 minutes early and I will leave 7 minutes early. I will work the exact amount of hours unless I have to stick around a little extra because I get screwed over. I will work the exact amount of hours that I'm supposed to. If I'm supposed to be there for 7 hours, you better believe your butt I'm clocking in. If I clock in at 53, I'm clocking out at 53. So there is that. Um, and they haven't said anything about it because it's company policy. We're allowed to clock in 7 minutes early and clock out 7 minutes early. We're allowed to clock in up to 7 minutes late too. So there's that. But I haven't had to worry about that yet, happily. Anyway, because of that, it's just been one gigantic cluster. I am on the one manager shit list, and I've been flying so far under the radar it isn't funny. And this week was just exhausting. I had a Thursday morning shift, which I miss doing morning shifts so damn much because I could be home in the afternoons. But of course, I can't do morning shifts anymore because they want me closing all the time. I hate closing, so I've been trying to find a better job. So, yeah, it's just been a nightmare. But that's not my problem. That's not your problem. That's my problem. That's my problem. That's not your problem. So, I was trying to figure out something to talk about this week, and honestly, aside from just coming home and crashing after my shifts, which I pretty much did, say for Thursday, I spent some time with Twix and my mom, and then I came in and crashed. And I woke up this morning and went grocery shopping. So there was that, because it is Friday. So aside from that, I just had a exhausting week. But I did do something that's kind of fun. So I like how YouTube recommends videos based on stuff that you watch, and their algorithm will try to come up with a unique idea for something else that might work for you based upon something you've already watched. So for me, because I'm into anime, YouTube will try to recommend like reviews. If I watch a lot of people giving their thoughts on even cartoon shows, stuff like that, the last YouTube's algorithm will go, "Hey, you kind of like this. Here's something else along these same lines. Tell us what you think. You might like this one." And then I watch it. So I ended up watching a couple different videos, and one was for I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but the one was for Agretzko. For those of you that don't know what Agretsuko is, it was a Netflix anime, which first off was automatically off my radar because I will not give Netflix a dime of my money. I don't care if they get the best anime series in the world and I see trailers for it and I think, oh my god, this thing's amazing, I gotta watch it. If I see the words Netflix, forget it. I don't care. It could be the best thing in the world. You could literally, I could be given money on a Patreon review. Netflix will not get a dime of it because I will not subscribe to Netflix. Not now, not ever. It will be a cold day in hell. If somebody ever says it'll be a cold day in hell or when hell freezes over, that's when a lot of stuff's going to go bad. When hell freezes over, that's when I'll finally get a girlfriend. When hell freezes over, that's when I'll finally be a success. When hell freezes over, that's when I'll finally be happy. When hell freezes over is when Netflix will get any of my money. It'll be a cold, cold day in hell. And I'm talking like negative 6,000 degrees Celsius in hell. The devil's giving free sleigh rides in hell. That's how cold it's going to be. But I've been watching some clips of Agretsuko, and honestly, there was a part in it, and a lot of people are really upset with how season 4 was, and I have my thoughts on that. I'm actually going to do a video on my other channel, I think, or I might just do it for my channel about why I kind of feel like everybody's wrong about season 4 of Agretsuko, but I haven't seen it fully. I've just been watching the reviews and the clips of it, and I'm kind of piecing it together as to everybody's just reading it wrong. They're reading the room wrong, basically. But otherwise, it's not bad. It's not a bad it's not bad at all, really. So one of the things though that helped me a lot, and it was really reinforcing a decision that I'd made. I don't want to say this past weekend, but the weekend before. It was really helping me make that decision. There's a character in the show. One of the main characters is named Haida. Now, for those of you that don't know what Haida is, he's a hyena. He's has a massive crush on Retsuko. And for those of you that don't know who Retsuko is, if you've never seen the damn thing, she's a red panda. No, not like the one from Turning Red. This one's a red panda that's apparently more yellow or orange, at least to my colorblind ass. She's more yellow or orange. She's fed up with her 9 to 5. She hates it with a passion and wants to escape it, which don't we all? I mean, who doesn't want to just be able to be their own boss, march to the beat of their own drum, and be completely fucking happy? That is the dream of every person. That's why side hustles exist. Hell, that's why I like side hustles, because they exist like that. But I digress. What was I getting at? Yeah, Agretsuko. So, in season 3 of Agretsuko, Haida ends up getting with this other girl named Inui. Now, I will agree with Saber Spark, not Saber Spark, with Shady Do Rags. God, wrong. Wow, wrong person. I actually think Saber Spark did do a video, but I haven't watched his yet. I think it's on my watch later list. But I will agree with Shady Do Rags that, in all honesty, she was perfection incarnate, at least as far as Haida was concerned. But here's the problem. He had his heart set on Retsuko, and he had to learn to let go. And it really helped me with a couple things that I was struggling with, and just to really hammer home a decision that I had made. And that decision was that, despite everything in my life, despite how I felt about it, the mixed feelings that I was having towards it, the did I do the right thing mentality, which for anyone that's ever made a decision in life, and this is the main thing that I really want to stress with this. If you've ever made a decision in life, you know what I'm talking about. When you don't think you made the right call, you're looking at the glass is half full, and then you're looking back at it like, should I have drank that bit of water? Every decision that you make has a ramification, and in your mind, you'll blow it way out of proportion. You'll think, did I do the right thing? Did I make the right call? And that's the same thing that I do, only my mind really blows it way the fuck out of proportion. And it is honestly a horrible thing that I do. It's what I do, sadly. But my mind will blow it way out of proportion, and I'll think, oh God, I really fucked up. Oh God, I really fucked up. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. I really start thinking that I messed up. And the thing is that I probably did. But I'm not seeing the long-term effects of it. And that's my problem, is I never think of the long term. I always look at it and I think, okay, so I screwed up. Okay, so it's not the greatest. Okay, so I could probably, yeah, I never think of that. My mind instantly goes to the worst case scenario because it's how I've been conditioned. I always think of the worst outcome that could happen. And then as I'm slowly backing away from the dumpster fire that is now becoming in my mind, am I seeing the other pathways that are more open? And I know I'm not alone in this. There are other people that do the same thing. But this this one particular anime has really helped me out a lot with figuring out a lot of this and pretty much confirming that I'm making the right choice in my life right now. And I want to first off thank the creators for it. I know they're never going to watch my video. They're not going to give two shits about a YouTuber. Sorry, they're not going to give two shits about a transgender YouTuber. Let me get that right. Let me get that one right. Um, Giving her thoughts on an anime series that ended earlier in the year. They're not going to give two shits. So basically, and I want to say this, is that because I saw this and I could put myself in Haida's shoes, it clicked in my head that I'm really making the right decision. So, what it basically boils down to is that in season 3, Retsuko ended up becoming part of a girl group called OTM. It's called OTM Girls. I don't remember half of what most of the reviewers were saying about it. Nor do I really care. It's a group. They were really popular, and she got brought onto it because I think it was the manager saw her do her metal thing at the karaoke and was blown the fuck away by it, like, oh my god, it's really good. She's really good. We gotta get her on this. And basically, they looked at her and they said, yeah, we want you on this. And there was a fan that wasn't too happy that she was brought on, stalked her, tried to kill her, and that was kind of a plot point that kind of helped drive some of the points home. But Haida came up with a thought process when talking with his friend Feniko. And Feniko said, are you giving up on Retsuko? And Haida goes, maybe. His reasoning behind it was really simple. He goes, thinking about it logically, how long would it last? If he were to actually get with Retsuko, how long would it last? Would it be 6 months? 2 months? 2 weeks? Would it last very long? And the thing is that these are actual questions that you'd actually have to ask. For anyone that's ever been in a relationship or that has been in love with somebody, these are questions that you will be asking if the other person kind of feels the same way. You're wondering in your mind, how long could it possibly last? You're thinking of the person more as an item than you are as an actual person. You're forgetting that they have a personality, that they have a life outside of you. Do you expect them to give up that life entirely and devote themselves to you, or do you want to keep going? And Haida kind of realized this, that Retsuko is drawing in a lot of people. And for him, he's one insignificant speck within the thousands of people she draws in. So why waste the time and effort to try to outshine the thousands of other individuals that are probably more suited for her or that would feel the same way? And when I saw that line, because I did see it dubbed, then I heard the dub version of it. It kind of clicked in my head for a problem that I was having, because the issue that I had about 4 months ago. And when I read the subtitles and then I heard it, that line just hit my head. And for me, it really helped me click. Because I realized that, and I realized this like 2 weeks ago, 2 weekends ago almost, I need to give up the feelings that I had for my friend. My friend is the type of person that she can draw a lot of people into her. She can draw a crowd. And I would literally be one insignificant speck. She's got over 10,000 followers on her 2 Twitter accounts. She has over, I think, 10,000 followers on Instagram. Like any social media platform she's on, she's got like almost double or triple digit followers. I think she's got over 10K on a couple of them. And the thing is, I am one insignificant speck in a sea of people. A prime example would be like this. This is the tip of a screwdriver. Yeah. Actually, help if I show it. This is the tip of a screwdriver. See the screwdriver tip? Okay. That's the tip of a screwdriver. Now, I have the tip of that screwdriver. By the way, this is for like eyeglasses, in case you're wondering. I have the tip of that screwdriver in a sea of thousands of other screwdriver tips. Are you going to be able to pick this one out of a sea of screwdriver tips? And I'm talking ones that are different sizes, different shapes. Are you going to be able to pick this one out of it? No, you're not. It's one insignificant speck across a vast cosmos. And that's what I kind of had to realize, that this anime kind of helped confirm what I should have thought about from the start and what I should have realized from the beginning. I had no chance in hell, which I knew that. But after seeing that anime, after seeing that clip, let alone just the clip itself, it really helped to drive home the fact that, I am one insignificant speck. And the same thing applies to a lot of other people. If you're the type of person who, let's say you really do like somebody, but you don't know if it'll work out. You don't know if it'll be really good or if they'll like you back, which, yeah, that happens, unfortunately. I can't argue that. You can't argue that. None of us can argue that. It does happen. Life does get messy, unfortunately. It's a fact of life, sadly. No matter how much we want it to be good, no matter how much we want our lives to be better, it will always suck one way or another. Therein lies the masterstroke. It's like that song. No one can. That's right. It's like the line in that song, actually. No one can change your life except for you, which is true. I know I try not to be a Debbie Downer with these. I want to try to be more of an upbeat person when I do these vlogs, but when it comes to stuff like this, I want to try to pass along the lessons because I feel like there are a lot of people out there that just aren't getting it. And they just keep banging their heads against the wall because they're not seeing it from several different perspectives, or at least a perspective that could work. Believe me, I'm one of those. Like I said, I see the glass as half empty, not half full. But the thing is that this anime, just the clip itself right there, really helped to narrow down and really helped me decide and convince myself that I am making the right decision in giving up the feelings for my friend. And I feel like it could help a lot of other people too. Mostly because it just shows that you really need to step back and think about it. So this is basically, let's say that you do have a crush on somebody and you're terrified to tell them. Take a step back. Read the room for a moment. And think, is this a good idea? Should I really try to tell this person? Or is this just a feeling that I have that's fleeting? Take a step back and really look at yourself and look at that. And you'll get an answer. Whether or not you're completely happy with how your life is going at this very moment. Or no, you think it's horrible. It depends on your perspective. But you're the only one that can judge that. No one else. But the main moral of it was not to take the immediate action. The entire thing was that with Haida giving up Retsuko, he was basically giving up on having something that he was going for and was given an option to take the immediate with Inui. Inui loved Haida. She really did. So Haida could have taken the easy out, been with somebody that liked him, was into him, or continue down a path that could possibly be endless. And the thing is, he ended up choosing Retsuko in the end. But it doesn't have to go that way. You could look at this and go, well, I don't have anybody else in my life, and that's fine. But you need to know what's right for you to put yourself in a good mindset. And it's something that a lot of us need to do. But no one can change your life except for you. Just don't ever let anyone walk all over you. Okay? Until next time, everybody.